Hey guys, what's going on? It's Eric from Yoka Her Skateboards, and today we're back at, the old training facility. We're at the skate park, and we got a question. It's almost like going back to previous videos, because we did make a video on this, but we're going to go into a little bit more depth and hopefully give you guys some tips where you won't get hung up on something and you can kind of fast track your way to learning the trick. So this trick, it's the building block for all tricks. We're going to be talking about the Ollie, how to get this board in the air. And it's kind of hard to do it with one foot. But the Ollie, you're going to snap your tail, get in the air. So why this is so important is because with every flip trick, tricks inside the skate park, if you're skating transition, you're going to want to know how to Ollie. So it's pretty much the foundation for all the flip tricks, heel flips, kick flips, 360 flips, all of that. So we're going to go over kind of some mistakes that I've seen when teaching like how to Ollie, and maybe we can avoid those before you ever even start, or if you kind of just want to fine tune it. And I'll show you what works for me and kind of just maybe some like easy training methods too, because there's a couple different ways. Like you can try it on this, try it on that, and then we'll go throughout the park and I'll show you how the Ollie is utilized on a lot of different obstacles and stuff. So I'll see you in the next clip. All right, so let's get into the Ollie. But first, I kind of want to show you guys what I see when people start doing Ollies kind of incorrectly. And it kind of takes them a little time, because it's tough if you see an Ollie, like maybe your mind thinks like, oh, this is how it's done, and you keep doing the same thing. But the thing we're trying to do right now is break the habits before they start. So a misconception on the Ollie is not really a misconception. It's something I see more than normal is people keeping their feet together. So this is my tail, this is the nose. So I'm a goofy foot rider, right foot forward. So I'll see people set up like this. So if you're setting up like this and just kind of Ollie, see how the board just comes up and I'm not getting that levelness like on a regular Ollie. So that's one thing I see all the time. People starting off and they're bending too far, like all their weight is on their back foot and kind of leaning back. So with the Ollie, you want to get that nice snap. You want to hear that. Every time you Ollie, it's good to just kind of practice, like maybe something stationary on a carpet, or you could even do it on grass, and we can show like kind of some examples where to start. But you want to hear that snap. That snap is going to let you know, hey, the board's getting ready for takeoff. So what I do, setting up for an Ollie, I'm about maybe 2 inches behind these bolts right here. And so the whole Ollie is, see, if I was back here, I'm not going to have, you can still do an Ollie there, but I'm kind of leaning back now. Right now, I'm kind of over my shoulders and the position of my feet too. I like to use the tail as kind of like the little seesaw right here. So we're going to press down, get that snap. But with the front foot, you slide your foot. It looks weird when doing slow motion, but you're sliding. Keep sliding. So when you slide it, that's going to push the board up into the air. And what I like to do is, as you kind of get them, I push forward too at the same time. So it gets up and goes out. I kind of like to have it looking like a little bit dipped. They call it like boned out. That's how I like to Ollie. But just starting out, just practice getting up and sliding. And so when you slide that foot up, be careful not to slide it over the front, because then you're going to be in this position. And don't slide it off the side, because then that's when the board's going to flip. And funny enough, the guy that invented the Ollie and kickflip, Rodney Mullen, he legendary skateboarder, shout out to him. Probably never going to watch this, but I watched him talk about how the kickflip was created. So he's doing Ollies, and his foot went off the side and the board flipped, and it landed right back on its wheels. And he said the board looked like it was mocking him. And then he said, wait a minute, let me try that again, but Ollie a little higher. And then the kickflip was created, and then a bunch of other doors opened up for skateboarding, like the varial flip, 360 flip, all these different flips. So a lot of these tricks were made because of simple accident, just Rodney Mullen messing around with an Ollie. So like I was saying, you want to just get that down, that be comfortable on this back foot, but don't have too much weight, because if you have too much weight on the back and you're practicing this, you're just gonna kind of get like a rocket motion. So you wanna have your balance kind of distributed pretty even, like over the shoulders. So the Ollie, I'll do one right here, just stationary. So that one, we heard the pop, and you can see my foot, it drags up. So that's how it gets off the ground. And you can utilize it on a pyramid, you can utilize it on quarter pipes. But I can show you in the next couple of clips, if you're not so comfortable doing it just stationary, we can show you what it's like on the grass. And it's a little less intimidating, so we'll go do that right now. If you're not comfortable starting out on cement, I would say if you have carpet in your house, or you can take a rug outside, use that, start off small. But if you can find grass is easy. You're not gonna hear that snap like I was talking about previously, the snap of the tail. But yeah, you can kind of just practice in the Ollie down, and then if you see it going sideways, you can just jump off. And you know, the grass isn't gonna hurt you. You might slip, but at least you're on grass and you're not on concrete. And we also recommend, you know, wear a helmet, wear pads if you're just starting, or even if you've been skating. I should have those on, but you know, kind of living life on the edge right now. But so yeah, just practice that Ollie. Just keep practicing that motion of slide in the foot. And another indicator that you're doing it right, you'll see the right side of your shoe. I'm wearing a vulcanized shoe right now, and it'll get smoothened down from the grip tape. The grip tape is pretty much like a sandpaper, so those motions, it's just gonna kind of wear down the shoe. So that's an indicator that you're on the right path, even if you're not getting the Ollie, you know, super fast. It's just gonna be that motion, just that small motion. I'm gonna press the tail, get that snap. We're gonna slide it. I like to slide my foot, like I said, I'm like right about here, so slide it right about here to almost the nose of the board and push forward. So it's just a small little, and that's how you get in the air. And then we can talk about in the next clip, doing it rolling. So maybe you've got it down on the grass, you can do it on the concrete, just kind of setting it down. Like you're just you're not really moving. So now you want to do it moving. So in the next clip, we'll talk about kind of the setup process and everything going into getting the Ollie while you're in motion. All right, so you got the Ollie down stationary, whether it be on carpet, grass, or maybe just the concrete. You know, maybe you're starting off on that. So now you want to know how to do it in motion. So, you know, you're going to want to be comfortable pushing around. So simple pushing around, just comfortable on your board, and, you know, just making sure you can turn your board, kind of just make sure you're comfortable on the board before you start this. Because I've seen that people want to jump into the Ollie before they kind of find the happy medium for the balance of somebody just cruising around and stuff. So next thing, it's just like the grass. It's just like when we did it down there as well. You're going to want to hear that snap. That's the big thing for me. When I hear that snap, that's when I know, all right, kind of activates in my mind. Push up, push forward. It's going to level the board out. Sometimes you'll do an Ollie and you might just kind of like hear like a not as much as a defined snap, and you might not get off the ground too much. And sometimes you can do it really weird without snapping it. We don't want to do that. We want to hear that noise right there, that snap. So you're comfortable doing it stationary. Now you're comfortable riding your board. So you this is going to be the end result. You're going to want to get it while you're rolling. So I'm going to take one push and I'm going to do an Ollie. And there we go. I thought I hit something on the phone, but yeah, just rolling around. And like I said before, the Ollie is gonna it's gonna be the basis for tricks like the kickflip. So the reason I got out like in the air was from the Ollie, and we can go into that in further detail. But today we're just talking about the Ollie. So in the next clips, I'm just gonna be doing some simple Ollies. I'll do one over the pyramid. I'll do one over like a hip, just to show you can utilize it, not just flat ground. You can go down stuff, up stuff, and maybe just inspire you to try them on different obstacles as well. All right, guys. So that is the Ollie. Maybe I gave you some tips that will kind of give you the fast pass to doing it and you won't be stuck on a part. So it's kind of like the Cliff Notes version to Ollie, kind of real fast. So we went through the park, Ollie the pyramid, did the little hip. Most of our videos, all the trick tips, if you want to see more Ollies, they're in there because we have to learn the Ollie, like I said, before a lot of the flip tricks. So if you guys have any questions about anything we're doing or have any comments, concerns, we don't have a toll-free number, but you can always just message us on the comment section on YouTube, go to our Instagram, or just send an email to our website. So we just like to thank you guys so much for always, having a cool community that we've built together. And we're gonna go skate a little bit more, maybe make some more content, but be on the lookout for a lot of stuff we're doing for the holiday time. And to stay in touch with us, follow us on Instagram, follow us on YouTube. Both those things are free. So free things could equal giveaways, no money out of your pocket. We're always giving away skateboards, longboards, cruisers. So be on the lookout. Keep checking up on us on YouTube. We're always posting, and have a good day. See you next time.